that blog. Is it a man or a woman? We don't know.
Apparently it's a woman.
It's a woman.
Ooh. She casted herself.
She did. So do you know what she looks like?
Yes.
You do.
All of us, we know Chioma from David, though. You know what I mean? Like, if he never, brought her into the limelight, there was no assurance, there was none of all those things, then maybe there wouldn't necessarily be that much concern.
David did not post it on his page. So why do you feel like as a friend, it's your right to post it on your page? Is it because of the views?
There are a lot of people that are so obsessed with the idea of dating, especially a public woman, like, a public figure that's a woman. And when they get into that situation, they cannot handle it.
Yeah.
My advice to men like that is
it's what?
cut your coat according to your size. You met me going out on Monday and Thursday. Then you're now coming and you're not telling me why am I going out on Monday and Thursday. Don't act brand new. The reason why you even came into a relationship is because I go out on Monday and Thursday.
But then he now says, when you decide to leave the entertainment industry, know that I'm here for you. Right now, you're a bit too popular for me and I can't handle that. One thing I respected was his honesty, but it sounded like bullshit to me.
Yes. Hi guys. Yes, we are already litty, aren't we?
Litty, I was just saying that.
Big welcome to our official third episode, girl.
Litty.
I am so excited about this episode. Before we even talk about what we are, in a sense, going to talk about. Girl, happy belated birthday.
Thank you so much.
You looks like you were having the time of your life. In, where was it? Portugal? Now I see why she says she needs a man with a passport.
Babe, that draggy was a lot.
Yo.
But nothing that I can't handle.
I know that. Queen of drags, baby.
But no, Portugal was beautiful. I love the fact that I spent it with my family and it was just refreshing, In Nigeria, they drag you. Some like you, some don't like you. And then you can travel out and spend time with people that actually love you.
And you'll actually just forget about the drags.
Yeah. So yeah, it was
a good
time.
For me, I've just been super busy, so I have not been able to notice these drags, man. Like,
I like
from
that.
Sets to sets.
I was gonna ask you, how's your movie going?
It's going well.
Okay.
So it's actually a TV series, so it's like 26 episodes. It's gonna come out soon.
26 episodes.
You're gonna see me, boo.
What's your character like?
Her name is Becky.
Ooh, Becky.
She has a sugar daddy, so she's a baby girl.
That's Lagos lifestyle living. Hey, are you guys bringing the Lagos lifestyle to reality? Like y'all telling the business?
What you mean in the series?
In the series.
Well, yeah. Clearly, this is a girl that's a baby girl. Okay.
Yeah. I like that. I would really hope for more movie opportunities.
Amen.
TV series because, child, I'm a good actress, y'all.
Yes, you are.
I do a lot.
I've seen, I saw a movie that you were in, and then I also saw another movie that you were in. It was a series, yes. So yeah, you're doing good. So
that is good, man.
Podcasters, broadcasters, and also actresses. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that, child. We do all bad and bougie.
We do all bad and bougie.
Yeah. Let's take this.
Yeah, now let's go.
Oh my God. Oh. Wait, you took it already.
Why are you always so slow, this girl?
Slow to take alcohol.
Meanwhile, you're the bad one.
Alcohol is
I'm supposed to be the bougie one.
Wait, come on.
Go. Come on. Yay. All right, so I feel like that was a perfect time for us to actually talk about what we are discussing today.
Hello.
So, public figures versus private life. Girl, I'm sure you've heard this so many times.
I have to even bring it up on Google. Yeah,
exactly. I'm sure you've heard this so many times. Public figures claiming that yes, they should be entitled to certain aspects of their lives being private. So first of all, before we actually even delve into the topic full on, what is a public figure according to Google? Let's
talk about what a public figure is according to Google first, and then we will now talk about what a public figure means to us. Okay, so let's talk about this one. This one is a lot of English, but you guys will understand.
They have to.
A public figure is a person who has achieved fame, prominence, or notoriety within a society, whether through achievement, luck, action, or in some cases, through no purposeful action of their own.
You know what? That explanation is, in all honesty, what a public figure is today, especially with social media.
Do you get
that whole notoriety, and also what did you say, something about how
prominence, luck, action? In fact, sometimes no purpose at all.
No purpose at all. That I really wanted to hit on.
Yeah.
For me though, personally, I think a public figure, a lot of people may not agree with me, but I think it's someone who most likely is in like a position of power, you know?
Valid.
And when I say position of power, I'm talking about in the government, politics, NGOs, things that really like change lives, like affect, like a public figure is someone who does something to me, that does something that would affect millions, like a lot of people. But a lot of people would say that a celebrity is a public figure. But I just feel like that's just too much pressure. Like I'm still discovering like myself. There's so many celebrities still discovering themselves. Like it's too much. But if I'm a politician, I think I already know what I stand for, what my responsibilities are. Exactly. What about you?
Girl, a public figure to me is someone that has influence.
Okay.
Once you have influence on your society, you are a public figure. You have a voice, you are a public figure. Big Brother stars, even though you guys like to underrate us, we are public figures and we are celebrities. Do you get what I'm saying? My fault. So we have a voice, and I love the fact that as long as notoriety comes with that, we're shown on TV, newspapers, what else? All of the above that you understand. It makes us a public figure.
Okay, so would you say like a skip maker is a public figure?
If the person has a voice and the person has an audience, they are a public figure, because there are some people that will look up to them and find them as role models. So I would say that they are public figures.
I don't know why I don't like that word, role model.
Role models.
It just.
How do you handle that? Wait, you know what? So sorry to interrupt you. Before we jump right into that, would you say you're a public figure? Come on now, answer that with your chest.
I think I'm a celebrity. I'm not a public figure. I'm a celebrity.
Well, public figure and celebrity.
I have a public image, but I'm not a public figure. I don't know. That's just how I look at it.
You're a celebrity, public figure. Don't they work hand in hand? Like a celebrity is a public figure.
I wouldn't necessarily say the governors or the governor of Lagos State is a celebrity.
A local celebrity. They are local celebrities, but local is not necessarily a bad
Which
term.
is also another thing that people need to know. Yes. When people say local, like people will take offense. Even
it's not a bad to know,
but it actually isn't. No. But yeah, I just feel that I think there's a huge difference between, and it all has to do with fame, like what you're really known for, and that whole public figure. It's like almost like when you're outside, there's like a particular way you should behave because you are a role model. I'm not saying that celebrities don't necessarily have that. They do, but I just feel like the pressure is a lot. Like celebrities too, that we're not perfect. We're human beings, you know? And it's like when you say public figure, it's almost like I'm carrying the whole nation on my back. All I am is I'm just acting in a few movies, or I'm on this podcast. Why does that make me?
I agree with that, but I also feel like that's something you can be intentional about, right? So some people have a different persona online and some people are totally different in reality.
Yes.
Do you get? So me, sometimes I can be the same, right? There are some times where I wake up and I'll feel like being a public figure, where I'll feel like being vocal online. And then there are some times where some people can meet me in real life and I'm just quiet. And then it now shocks them like, oh, I expected her to be quiet, to be loud, to be very opinionated, but she's so quiet. Do you get? So I feel like having an online personality is like an act. It's like you're an actor. You get? It's like I see social media like a video game. Choose the character that you want to play. Virtual reality. At night you log out and become your true self.
That's why
that drags don't be really bothering me, because truly there's a difference between social media and real life.
I also believe that because I'm a public figure and I've said some things that you may not necessarily agree with.
Yeah.
And that's also down to that whole role model talk. Like, okay, are public figures or are celebrities supposed to be role models? I understand that narrative. Yes, because you are in the limelight. People are looking at you, so automatically there are people that are gonna like you and are gonna want to do things that you do. But I just feel like, don't you have parents that should be your role models?
Shady.
But it's true. I'm still figuring life out.
Who is your role model?
My mother.
Okay.
Like that should.
What are the qualities from your mom that you like?
Just the fact that, you know, just the fact that she understands me as a person, her child, because I'm an only child from my mom. Okay. So the fact that she understands me and the fact that she's always sort of there for me, and I can also pick up some selfless, acts from her that she does towards me. That's what makes me just adore her, and I do see her as my role model, and that's why I feel like your parents should be the first,
exactly,
the first people that inspire you, and that's why a lot of us are messed up because.
But you know what? Growing up,
upbringing is very important.
True, but growing up, there are some parents that were very absent, right? So they didn't have their parents to look up to.
Okay,
they would look at celebrities or maybe people in their close proximity. Those are people they would call role models. My role model is my mom, right? And I feel like it's just 2 years ago that I started to think like, my mom is actually my role model. I never used to say anybody was my role model, right? But I remember growing up and seeing how my mom was a boss.
Yes. Even my mom.
I said I would be like this and more.
Yeah.
I tell my mom this every
independence,
day.
that whole independence, go getter. I got it from my mom.
Yeah.
I didn't get it from watching Rihanna on TV.
Come here, rude boy, can you get it up?
I did not get it from that. And it's facts. And I just feel like, when you do have public figures, when they are fighting for this, our private life, I kind of understand it because at the end of the day, everybody has their own lives. Even just because a part of my life is in the public, it doesn't mean that you are entitled to every aspect.
And I agree with that.
Of my life.
Yeah, because people normally just put celebrities on a pedestal, forgetting that they are humans.
But they're humans.
As well.
They also want their alone time. They also want their own personal time.
So before celebrity, put them as humans first, and then celebrities. Understand that the same way you want your privacy is the same way a celebrity will want their own responsibility. Or what the fuck am I saying? Oops. The same way you want your privacy is the same way a celebrity will want their privacy. So learn to respect that and understand that they are human beings first before a celebrity.
All right.
But would you say that with a celebrity, there's a difference between their public figure life and their life in real life? Does that even make sense? Their life in real life?
Definitely. There's a huge difference. Some people not as much as others. Like even me personally, I always say it. I've even had arguments with my team about this, It's hard, as a celebrity, especially with social media. It's a very good platform to just share your views. So many times that you just type how you just like what you're thinking.
I just catch crews. I can't lie. I don't.
So would you really say that all the things that you've written on social media really represents who Tolani Baj is?
No.
Exactly.
No, because if you get to meet me, I'm very quiet. So I don't even talk much in person. I only speak when necessary. I don't speak because I want to hear my voice. Or I want to be the loudest in the room. I don't do that. So I will say online, I love the fact that I have influence, and I love the fact that I have an audience that will listen to me. But if you get to meet me, I'm still a vibe. I just don't speak as much because I'm not really comfortable with people I don't know around me. I have social anxiety. So I just keep quiet. And then if I feel your vibe and your energy is pure, I'm just okay, you can get to feel like a bit of what Tolani Baj is truly about.
With me, online, I would say that I am literally the same in real life. To some extent. Obviously, no matter what, you must filter. I'm not gonna put out necessarily every single thing. But I don't think there's a huge difference. What I'm thinking, what I'm typing is most likely.
I don't think there's a difference between your social media and your real
life.
There isn't.
It's the same.
I'm trying to say, what's really different? It's the same.
There actually, honestly, isn't.
You keep it real.
Yeah,
100%.
Sometimes some people will say, is that really fully keeping it real? Because there are people that maybe just know how to filter certain things. So maybe somebody may even be able to maybe be worse than me or be better, but they just don't necessarily show that side on social media. So that's fair.
Because I feel like social media can also be a game as well. There are some people who know not to say certain things because they can easily be misconstrued, right?
Exactly.
And there are some people who don't care. I think I fall under that category.
And so do I.
I don't care. Like literally, however I'm feeling, if I decide to express it on social media, if you take it the wrong way or not, I'm not the one to come on social media to explain myself.
That's on you, boo.
Some people will understand it. There are some people who choose to misunderstand you intentionally because they already see you as a controversial person. So yeah, I don't explain. I know they shalaye.
Okay. Now a good question or a good person to sort of bring into this topic is like a Burna Boy. You know, a lot of people would say that they absolutely love Burna Boy's music, that they are outsiders, that they are this, that they're that, anything concerning Burna Boy. They've bought every single album, they listen to every single song.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like maybe his personal life or his personality, they're not fans.
I haven't met him in person to even like differentiate. Do you get? I love his music. Low-key, Shab. I've been in a club section with him and it was a vibe. Do you get? But I don't think I got to experience him as a person. But like the little two-step that he was doing, it was a vibe. But I can relate to Burna Boy because I feel like his brand is also controversial in a sense.
It is.
And I'm controversial in a sense. So when he decides to lash out here and there, I understand where it's coming from. It's like when you take a lot, there's only so much you can handle to you say, in fact, I'm going to speak. Do you get? But my difference is I'm not going to speak. Do you get? Because if you speak, that situation is going to be prolonged. Do you get? So I can relate to him in that sense.
For me, I feel that a lot of people are taking social media and this whole public figure way too seriously. Because I feel that no matter what, just like how they say showbiz, show business.
It's a performance.
It's a performance. We're all putting on an act.
Yeah.
So why can't somebody understand that Burna Boy on stage is
different
from Damini with his grandmother.
True.
And his parents.
He's a sweet boy, probably the sweetest boy.
Wasn't it not him that bought Birkin? I mean, what's for his grandmother?
Oh, like, I didn't see that.
But he's not talking about that in his song.
But I know he be buying Birkins for babes though.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So maybe there's Burna Boy that buys Birkin for babes, but he's not gonna necessarily show you Damini that buys Birkin for his grandmother.
Fair.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I just feel that a lot of us are also just taking social media way too seriously and are forgetting that this whole entertainment industry is for entertainment.
Facts.
So
and that's how I feel. It's like wake up and choose the character that you want to play. That's how I feel. And me, that's why I even sleep well at night, because I know that true is a character that I'm giving y'all. At the end of the day, I go log out and sleep peacefully because I know how I am in real life. I know how my friends relate to me in real life.
Exactly.
I know how I'm
those who
respected
know you
in real life.
Know the real you.
They know the real me. So
they don't know the social media Tolani Baj.
If you guys choose to take social media seriously, that's your business.
That's on you.
Learn how to just make social media fun. Stop being too serious. Stop tightening your chest on social media and live. Laugh.
I agree. Now, even moving further into this topic, even when it comes to like, a celebrity with a brand, like, you endorse a brand.
Okay, yeah.
A lot of people will say, because you said that this brand is good, that you use this brand. It's the biggest example for this for me is when it comes to all this slimming tea, waist trainer, all this. Meanwhile, the person don't do body or something, but they are claiming that it's
that
tea.
used to confuse me.
I'm just like, but are you daft as a viewer or as a person online?
You can
see that the person has done their body.
We can see
or maybe
body.
It was naturally given to them, but they are claiming that slimming tea will give
naturally given to them. They would have snatched their waists, if anything.
Whatever the case is,
something would have been done.
So whatever the case is, even if they did or they didn't do, you shall know that it's not that slimming tea that really
but people will
did
still buy it. I guess that's the power of influence as well.
And that is fair, but I just feel like there's influence and there's like blind influence. Like
and
there's like
what stupidity.
Like, are you gullible?
No, people can be very gullible.
Yeah, and I just feel like it's also this whole believing everything you see online.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that should be the case.
And I think with everything being posted online, right? I feel like that is why some celebrities are quick to explain themselves online to change the narrative. And I feel like the moment you try to explain yourself, you've already messed up. Because internet will truly believe what they want to believe. It's the same way how TMZ in America, you know how we have TMZ in America, right? How they can quickly script a narrative about you and there's nothing you can do about it.
Which is very, very true.
Sue them.
But then again, I also just feel like that reaction is only natural. You know, some people are very good at it. Like now, you are the queen of it. You know, you are queen of drag.
Queen of drag.
Some people are okay with like, that's your business. Go on with that narrative. Like someone like me, I'm okay with it. But
would you say you would explain yourself?
So yes,
you would explain your narrative.
Like for me, like now a good example is like now a few earlier episodes where they were sort of trying to make this whole narrative of how I think the mainland versus the island is a class. It wasn't a classist argument. If you watch the entire episode, you would realize that I was talking about distance. So even if you lived in Portugal or in Australia, which as we can definitely argue, quote unquote, would be better than living in Nigeria, I still won't date you because you're far away from me. And that was all I was trying to say.
Did you explain that online on social media?
Well, I did. But
you tried to explain yourself.
I did.
But did the blogs carry the explanation?
No, they never do.
You see?
They never do.
They choose the narrative that they want to push.
Which is true. So I also understand why somebody would say there's no need to explain, especially as a public figure.
Because it's a waste of time.
But then it's also that whole thing of public figure. It's annoying when someone now starts to say, but I look up to you and you're my role model. so there's that need to like, okay, you know what? Seeing as you do all, you feel this way about me, this is what I actually meant.
Okay. You're better than me because me, I don't explain myself. I feel like my audience, they understand that if I tweet something that's controversial, I will never delete it because that's truly...
I don't delete.
I don't delete because that's truly what I stand by. Whether you see me as a role model or not and you find it offensive, I'm sorry, I'm not deleting it because that's what I truly stand for. And in that sense, I lose some followers and I gain some followers. But one thing about me is I'm not a hypocrite.
I beg followers.
One thing about us is...
adding to my account.
No, but let me just speak something. I don't know. Let me know if this applies to you or not. One thing about me is on this podcast, should I say we or I? Let me say I for that, then you agree with me. I'm here to share values and points that society agrees with, but they are scared to share.
I agree with
all these things that we're saying, truthfully, you will send me DM privately saying, T Baj, I really agree with this.
You.
But they don't get chest to say
I agree with you.
Do you get? What are we saying that is extraordinary?
I agree with you.
It is real life. You know that this life that we're living, you're living it too. But because you want to save face, you're scared to post it online.
I agree with it too. And then apart from that, it's also just that whole narrative of this is your reality. Your standards, your experiences, and that's what this podcast is for.
Yeah.
It's for me to share how I view life, and it's for her to share how she views life. The way that we both view life clearly is very different.
It's different, but yet the same at the same time.
So
different yet the same.
But anyway, moving on. So, T Badge,
the biggest badge, not the little one.
You know, with this particular topic, there's so many angles to it. One angle would be, at what point exactly does fan love, in a sense, go overboard that it's now an invasion of privacy?
I feel like the moment a celebrity or public figure starts to get uncomfortable, that's where it's invasion of privacy. If that public figure has not shared that particular information on their page, it's because clearly they are not ready to speak on it, or it's nobody's business.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
but what about when it's a situation where, okay, like now a good example, the Davido and Sam Clef situation, you know.
Shout out Davido in the building.
Shout out to Davido. Shout out to Sam Clef Noni. Okay, no beef in these streets, please. Don't drag us.
Is this a disclaimer?
But yeah, just that whole situation, you know. Everybody was very happy, you know, to share the news. Equally with Sam Clef, so he claims, you know. And as we all know, Davido was not happy that he shared
Sam Clef is a blogger. Davido hadn't shared that information on his page. Did Sam Clef and Davido have a relationship prior to that?
I do believe that they do of some sort, or they did of some sort.
One thing I know is that Sam Clef got that video or content on Twitter, because I know I saw it on Twitter. Then he took that video from Twitter and posted it on his page. I do feel like if they had a relationship, he should have checked first. Or even called him like, Omo, I've seen this content too. Congratulations. Is it okay if I post it on my page as per the relationship that was there? But if they did not know each other from anywhere, then he could post that. Yeah. So I understand why Davido was riled up as per, my G now. I know post them for my page. Why you can't post them? So Davido had every right to be upset because of the situation surrounding Davido, all of that. We thank God for life. We thank God that, God has blessed Chioma with twins. Shout out Chioma.
Shout out Chioma.
I love her, Chioma. I love you, girl. I love you, girl. So, because of that, I feel like Davido has decided not to be too personal online. And once he has decided to make some things more private,
which is fair. But then the unfortunate thing, and this is also back to this topic that we're discussing, when you do become a public figure, once you have started that process of you are sharing information about aspects of your life, bringing people in, like all of us, we know Chioma from Davido, you know what I mean? Like if he never brought her into the limelight, there was no assurance, there was none of all those things, then maybe there wouldn't necessarily be that much concern. Do you understand? So, and at the end of the day, let's also remember that Sam Clef last, he was just doing his job, which is to blog.
Did you not care about the friendship first before blogging?
Some people care about that money before their friendships.
Money is nice sometimes, but I feel like with Davido, you could even make more money, bro. Do you get? That's something I would have considered as a blogger. If I were to be Sam Clef, I would have called David like, I saw this content. Is it okay for me to post it on my page? What do you think about it? David did not post it on his page. So why do you feel like as a friend, it's your right to post it on your page? Is it because of the views? Let's talk about it.
I do agree with that.
Is it because of the views?
But then again, if it is because of the views, it's also because he's a blogger.
And he wants money that David could easily give him.
Well, that's a very, very dicey.
But what do you think about that? Is that valid or no?
What exactly?
What I just said about him not considering the friendship first and putting money and views over the friendship he had with Davido.
To be honest, for me personally, if I was Sam Clef, it would be valid. I would have picked up my phone and made that call first.
Yeah.
But everybody's different. Some people just are more concerned about getting those views or more concerned about being the first people to put out that news. And then again, that is also fair because last, that is the work way they do. That's how he chops.
True. But I would have felt guilty, Sha. I can't even lie. Like he didn't even think like if I post it, how would David feel? You didn't think about it? Like it's not on David's page yet, though. He didn't even post like.
I try to tell me that blogs like Instablog, chats, Instablog.
We love Instablog.
I try to say that blogs like Instablog don't have people that they are actually really close to. But last, if you did the news, they go post you. True. That's the whole point of blogging.
That's true.
At the end of the day,
Instablog does not have a face. Do you get? That's the difference between
Sam Clef has a face.
Sam Clef has a face. If they want to attack him, they know where he is to attack him. Do you get? Instablog. Is it a man or a woman? We don't know.
Apparently it's a woman.
It's a woman.
Ooh. She casted herself.
She did. So do you know what she looks like?
Yes.
You do?
The internet knows what she looks like.
Dark skin, light skin. What she look like?
I don't know. Maybe dark skin. I think
younger, older.
I don't know.
Where does she live?
Younger, older.
Where does she live? Where does she live?
There's a woman that is apparently behind that Instablog.
Sam Clef, they know this
but
information.
I think that there are other people that are behind Instablog too. But like we got to see the woman behind Instablog by mistake.
I don't know, Sha. I don't know, but Sam Clef, we know. That's the difference between Instablog and Sam Clef. We know.
True.
If they want to catch him, they know what it looks like. He knows. They know his location.
True.
And they know how to get him. So,
but a lot of people would still, argue that they are in support of Sam Clef because at the end of the day, David has put out a lot of things online, and and sometimes people would say because you've put out, let's say you put out 90 pieces of information and then something happens and then all of a sudden you want a private life. It's like, why give us that sudden shock as fans?
Well, that's a sensitive aspect of his life. Do you get? I feel like in any other aspect of club, his real personality. I love how personable David is. Do you get? That's one thing I connect with. I like how he's relatable. I love how he brings everybody up. Like everybody around him eats. That's one thing I like about him. Do you get? But that sensitive aspect of his life, I feel like people can give him that privacy.
Yes.
It's not too
much based on everything that he's been through. Do you get?
And even while he was going through that grief, we all grieved with him. Do you get? So he now welcomed a bundle of joy. It's okay
and
for us.
And he wanted to just, take his time to decide when, yes.
Do you get?
Fair. But I also believe that, as a public figure, you also need to also be very careful of the people that are, in a sense, around you.
Yeah.
Because last, no being we post those pictures.
It was someone from a circle.
Somebody from a circle.
Yes.
So then that's also, as a public figure, you need to also consider that it's not even you that sometimes gives out these gist or these
people
pieces of information. It's also the people around you.
Yes, you're right. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's valid. So yeah, we can agree to disagree, y'all.
Mm-hmm. So this is like literally the same thing with, people who sort of have public relationships. They've brought on that whole PDA. You see them everywhere, taking pictures. Couple goals. When it's time to deliver baby, while in the delivery room. Mm-hmm. Then when they now break up, silence. And then when you ask them question, respect our privacy.
Kindly respect our privacy.
What do you think about that?
I do feel like it's not okay to leave the fans hanging. Do you get? When it's convenient for you as a public figure, issue a PSA, letting your supporters know what's going on.
Exactly.
It can be very simple. It doesn't even have to be detailed. Hey guys, unfortunately, myself and Mr.
Whoever
X
are no longer together.
Decided to go separate ways. However, we are still good friends, and keep praying for us. Stephanie.
Keep praying for us.
That's what I would do. I would keep it simple, because even though I brought you guys in, I'm sorry. I brought you guys in. I have that power, right? And I still have that power to say, you know what? No more. I'm not giving you guys no more information. If we have ended, please respect our wishes. That's simple. Follow me on social media. Follow my ex on social media.
I agree. It's kind of like what Lupita did, like we wouldn't have known
Wait,
that
Lupita?
man. Yes, now she's broken up with her man.
Lupita?
Yes, now.
Did she have a man? I did not know. Lupita Nyong'o.
Yes, she get man, sha. Very nice looking man. They looked kind of cute, Then obviously it didn't work out after a year. I think maybe like a year. It didn't work out after a year.
Fresh.
And I like the fact that she, we're no longer together, because it must be very annoying asking all these questions.
Did she issue a PSA?
Yes.
Of course.
Simple. And I feel like that's what should be done, because at the end of the day, we didn't ask to know who you are dating. Now you will bring
facts.
So we are also fair to ask, are you people still together?
You're right.
And then all you have to just do is answer.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
And I think that's actually fair.
Yeah.
But then that's the issue with bringing out your partner in public, especially if you are a public figure, and that's probably the reason why you never see me with man. You never see Tolani with man. I don't post man say he be my man.
I have something to even talk about. Have you ever been with a man who likes the idea of dating a celebrity but can't really handle it when he's with you?
Oh, all the time, girl.
I'm sorry, we have to talk about man again. I'm sorry. Life revolves around women and men.
Yeah, which is actually facts. Like, I hate when I see comments like, I'm talking about man.
Man, you know. Man, it's only man you guys know.
What are we supposed to be talking about? Am I supposed to talk about
animals?
Animals?
Oh, animals.
Well, I can talk about women, but like, hello, of course, man. Like, life is all about
men and women.
So how would I talk about men?
Yeah.
But yes, that's always the case. There are a lot of people that are so obsessed with the idea of dating, especially a public woman, like a public figure that's a woman, and when they get into that situation, they cannot handle it.
Yeah.
My advice to men like that is
it's what?
Cut your coat according to your size. And don't come into the relationship now trying to change. You met me going out on Monday and Thursday. Then you're now coming and you're not telling me, why am I going out on Monday and Thursday? Don't act brand new. The reason why you even came into the relationship is because I go out on Monday and Thursday. So why are you now trying to change that aspect?
Yes. I've actually, you know what's crazy, right? Like, before I became famous, right? I was already popular in the industry. And then there was this guy that I thought was the love of my life. This is like maybe 2019, right?
Tolani, this man
I love love. Forget that I'm a bad bee. I still love love.
That's fair.
So this guy, I remember him 2019. He's watching my YouTube channel. He's complimenting me. Oh my God, you're so beautiful, whatnot. But then he now says, when you decide to leave the entertainment industry, know that I'm here for you. Right now, you're a bit too popular for me and I can't handle that. One thing I respected was his honesty, but it sounded like bullshit to me.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
You mean if I tell you that I'm no longer interested in...
That's where you like me.
In entertainment, you cannot marry
But the entertainment is who I am. Like it's a huge part of who I am.
Yeah.
Like, So that means you really don't like me.
You know one thing I told him? I said, right now, you see the law of attraction. It's really good to speak positive things, ladies and men. Ladies and gents. I told him that right now, I'm just popular. But right now, I will be famous, bro. I said I will be famous. I've not seen anything yet. Months later, I enter Big Brother, bro.
Come on.
I get out of Big Brother. He's calling me like, girl, the power of your tongue is real. I said, yes, you've not seen anything yet. Till now, we're still good friends, right? I don't want anything more than friendship. One thing about me is he finds me inspirational. You see how sometimes relationships does not necessarily have to lead to, you know, sexual intercourse or like marriage. Sometimes it's good to just have somebody pouring positive, like fueling you with positivity. And that's one person I can say he is. Till tomorrow, you can call me tomorrow and say, you know what, Tolani, you have gingered me so much to continue. I love him, die. Nothing's going on between us, but like we're strong, like we're good friends. I promise you. Then there was something.
You're not kissing by mistake.
That was then.
You didn't just fall down.
That was then, but like
walking and by mistake you just slipped.
That was then, because I would have appreciated it if he embraced me as a public figure, not knowing how much greatness that I'm filled with. You get, but knowing how he felt and like how like my trajectory of life has been, it's like so beautiful to see. And like, yeah, he respects me, and you know, one thing about me, if you respect me, I will be for you. Just respect me, and that's all I want.
Nice one. I like that you touched on that whole, you know, you got into Big Brother.
Yeah.
A lot of people will say that people who are reality stars are not necessarily public figures. What's your take on that, darling? Do you think you are a public figure?
I'm going to speak about me because the Lulu is the Solulu.
The Lulu is the Solulu.
The Lulu is the Solulu. I am a public figure. One thing about me is grace, grace. Grace is different from grace. Star power is different from star power. One thing I've known about me is that I'm a superstar. Do you
Come on.
Whether I stayed in the Big Brother house for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, guess what? My star will still shine.
Yes, it will, girl.
So about Big Brother, right? If you go in there as a reality TV star, the work is actually not in the house. It's what you do after. Do you get? Hence why it's very possible for someone who left in week 3 to do better than the winner of the show.
Definitely.
So that's one thing I want people to stick into their head. It's not about how long you stayed on the show. It's about what you do after. So I do 100% believe that Big Brother stars are celebrities and public figures and are people of influence. I will stand on that, Gara. Because Big Brother kids are the coolest kids in Nigeria.
Is that so?
Bro, Instablog is posting us back to back. Big Brother kids have content back to back. We rule Lagos. We rule Nigeria. But you know what? This could also be me being...
We rule Nigeria.
We do. This could also be me being the Lulu. But guess what? I'm speaking nothing but facts.
And to be honest, isn't that literally what showbiz, in a sense, or even being a famous person is? You've got to sort of
perform,
and you've got to believe in your performance. If you don't believe in your performance, how will other people
sell it
believe?
to people to believe? Yeah.
So I kind of agree with you, definitely. You know, it's just like me. Like I call myself the goddess. I'm not flying in the night. Like,
the goddess.
I don't have like spiritual powers or anything.
But are you not the goddess though?
But I am.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. The goddess. So you know what? This has been an amazing conversation.
Yes, it has, baby girl. Always is an amazing conversation with you.
Each and every time that we come together and create magic, y'all. That's why I love the fact that we are bad and Boujee. So wrap it up for us, baby girl.
So my darling viewers, listeners, and just well wishers, it is time for us to wrap up this amazing conversation.
It is time.
I feel like to wrap things up, please just don't take, you know, these celebrities and public figures. Like, yes, you know, they are people of influence, but don't take them so like seriously. Like,
facts.
We are also, like I said earlier, discovering ourselves. All of us. Life gives everyone lemons. And what do they say? Make lemonade.
Make lemonade.
So we are all trying to make our own variety, our own variants of lemonade.
Pink lemonade.
So allow us, you know. And I just feel like not everybody's necessarily going to say that their role model is their mom or their parents. Although I personally believe that that's really the foundation of all things.
Facts.
But just like reduce the pressure. Every day I wake up, I'm just stressed out about somebody that's saying, oh, Mo, you said this and my daughter is not going to, you're changing her perspective in life. And it's like, why can't your daughter change her perspective in life from you?
You get... Life has changed. Generation has changed, y'all. So I agree with everything Mo has said. one thing I will tell you guys again is that know the difference between social media and reality, y'all. We are human beings before celebrities. So whether if we mess up or not, understand that we are still human beings first. Do you get? We are not perfect, and you need to accept us for who we truly are.
And in all honesty, we are entitled to some sort of private life.
Yeah,
just
please.
Because I've shared A doesn't mean I want to share B with you.
So when we choose to be private, please respect that. Know that whatever we want to be public out there, we will post it on our social media. So if it's not there, understand that this is content that we never wanted to show. So please understand that.
All right. So on that note, I guess it's time to sign out.
It is time to sign out, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in with the Bad and Boujee ladies.
Don't forget to follow on all social media platforms. Bad and Boujee.
Bad and Boujee, y'all. Okay.
Love you guys.
Love y'all.